My favorite JMC courses are visual communications and design and layout because in that courses we are learning how to use Photoshop, InDesign and Illustrator, and I find these programs really interesting.
Now that you asked me and I think about it, I came to a conclusion that my favorite class was visual communications, and it was completely new for me. I learned to use InDesign program and I've always been interested in that. And also I think that class is very useful because it gives you the history of design and the history of even different fonts. Before the class I never noticed fonts, I never noticed Helvetica that we even have it. And then this class is kind of eye-opening and I started seeing more and noticing more things around me. And it's very useful to know the history of design. And
from all of the courses that I have taken, my favorites are public relations and writing for media. And why? Because in the PR course we've met some professionals from the Ochavez communication company of Deutsche, and we could see how actually PR works. And writing for media was a very intensive course, and I felt the pressure of learning this.
My favorite JMC course is multimedia journalism. I'm actually taking it right now and I really enjoy the course. At first I was a bit skeptical, I didn't know what to expect, but I really enjoy blogging, writing stories about video games that I'm passionate about, and in general using social media to its full extent.
My favorite JMC course was multimedia journalism with Melody Newberg. First of all, it was a very intensive course connected to writing, and this is my passion, and it was also very dynamic. We were constantly learning new stuff, constantly doing some interesting things, and sometimes I had the feeling that we didn't even have time to take a breath.
I really like the two classes I'm taking right now. I'm taking topics in writing, which is travel writing, and topics in media magazine production. And I like them because I'm really interested in design. That goes for magazine production class. I'm more into design and layout stuff rather than any other aspects of JMC. And the travel writing class is with a visiting professor, so it's something new, it's something which hasn't been offered at AUBG before. And it's really exciting because you combine writing and traveling, and I really like traveling as well. So that kind of like all combined, it works best for me.
It's digital photojournalism, the first one, because I took it with Professor Spirovska, and we had this really interesting project where we had to approach people on the street and ask them to take photos of them, and that was really an interesting experience for me. I did it in several cities. Then it would have to be MJ, because it taught me that journalism doesn't have to be dry and boring, and that it can actually be really, really creative. And I actually learned a lot in that class. And third, it would have to be specialist writing with Professor Lorman, because we were writing feature stories, and we were devoting the entire semester to this one story.
And my favorite courses so far have been in design with Dinka Spirovska. I like this course because it gave me freedom to express my creativity, and I thought it was fun because it was different than the rest of the JMC courses I'm taking, because it didn't set so many limitations on the stuff that I was able to do. And I also like production that I'm taking this semester with Milev, because again we have a lot of freedom for creativity, and we are even required to come up with an idea for our own TV show, and I find this really exciting.
I believe my favorite course is media law. I'll tell you why, because I'm a business major, and it helped me a lot with my business ethics, because we discuss about Aristotle, about different philosophies which also can be implied in life, not only for the media part. That's why I like this course.